Welcome to 3 Minute Thoughts. So this is not one of the steps of seed, which I said there's 4 steps of, but it kind of utilizes step 3 in a way that I hadn't really originally thought of, because originally seeds is an idea of how to do character-driven stories. And I just realized the other day that what you could do in step 3, if you watch the video, can be applied to locations or other aspects of stories. So I'll go through it real quick. Let's say you want to have your characters go to a tower, and that's going to be the scene setting design. That's going to be the location you're going to have the action take place at. Well, your first thoughts are you're trying to think of what is exactly what is a tower. So think about it. What's your stereotypical tower? And you might come up with something like stone and tall and various things. But try breaking it down instead to its component parts of the stereotypes. And let's say defensive is a good one, overlooking land, and majestic or inspiring locals. So you've got your 3 different traits there, and then you take the traits, write them all down, and then select one, and that is going to be your positive trait, and select a different one, and that's going to be your negative trait. And in that process, you'll actually create 6 different tower types. So it helps you rejuggle your mind, so you can rethink of a new way of doing this, decide which one's the best for the situation. So let's go through it. So we got a tower, and we said defensive, overlooking land, majestic. Those are our 3 traits. So let's say if a positive is overlooking land, and a negative is defensive, so it's very low defensive. A good example of that would be like a wooden watchtower. So you'd have a wooden watchtower with very flimsy scaffolding, or let's say your overlook was low, was the negative, and your defensive was high. You might just have a short, squat tower, maybe something like a keep, like a barracks. If your majestic was high and your defensive was low, maybe it's a prince's treehouse, but not actually treehouse, but like he had a tower he built, and it looks very nice. Or let's say defensive is high and majestic is low. It's an old run-down tower. And you can see how you get various stereotypes just from tweaking the various positive. And you can include some more traits, get various different types. And that way, when you're thinking of the scene, you're not just constantly stuck in a rut of the same tower. And you can even mix them up. So maybe you have an old tower base that was stone and it's all run down, but then it has a wooden scaffolding for a watchtower coming out of it, which is a nice little variety of a setting. So it's just ways to get some unique types of scenes flowing. Anyway, those are my thoughts, and have a good day.